Alrighty. Let's go ahead and lower the volume of this. And let's get started with Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. One of, if not my favorite, Pokemon game. Maybe I should be wearing my glasses for this. There it is. Is that his? That doesn't look right. Oh, okay. You know, if only my spelling wasn't terrible. Okay, yeah, that's right. It just looks weird since it's all caps. Oh. I'm not gonna do all caps if I can avoid it. There we go. Perfect. Well, why don't I clean my desk off a bit so I can actually see? There we go. And let's start the game. Yeah, why not? You don't have to win it, so... Let's just have some fun. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. Now, the question here. It's not really a question. We start off with an Eevee. Level 10. With 4 moves. Tackle, Tail Whip, Bite, and Sand Attack. Which is actually pretty decent, all things considered. I love the fact that we start with an Eevee. Only thing I don't care for all that much is its sprite. What do they do with its hair? It's like they put a comb on its head and just made it that its fur color. The other thing about this game, which I find amazing, is it's got a constant HD, or not HD, constant 3D animations in battle or when you're just looking at them. It's not a little beep boop and then it just stops. Which that almost goes to show how good of the GameCube was when it came to power at the time. You know, compared to nowadays where, you know, they have the basic animations on the Switch and everything. But I still, even though the graphics themselves aren't as great, I still like how they did it all a lot more. That, and I love how there's technically not an official Pokédex in this game, too. That makes me happy. No reason to, you know, catch 'em all kind of deal. There we go. To our bedroom. There we go. Back up to the second floor we go. Perfect. Let's adjust this. There we go. I think that should be good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we're gonna go here. And we're going to Dr. Kaminko's manor. Soon. Ish. Alrighty. Let's go down and out. First things first, if we talk to you, do we battle right now? Perfect. Get some quick experience. Then also, it's not a, you know, wild grass theme. It's not a city theme where it's all just, you know, one monotone color. It's got actual detail, like, you know, the Poke Center in the back there, or it's not a Poke Center, it's research facility, research lab kind of deal. The other nice thing is that no matter where you start your battle, you're almost guaranteed to get a level up in your first battle, because they start you off with 3/4 experience, as you can see. There we go. Turn my light on so I'm not pure white. Also, why don't we take this camera and move it over there? There we go. Hopefully that won't get in the way of text box. If it does, I'll put it in the top left corner. Yeah, there's some experience. Let's go around back and grab an item. There we go, antidotes. I'm sure those might be useful in the future to sell. The more I think about it, the more I realize you don't really need to use any healing items in this game. There's no real reason. This is... Tropin's alright. He's not the best, but he's decently fun, all things considered. Again, another level 5. We didn't get a level up from the battle, actually. Well, but it's enough to get us a level up from this one. But it's kind of funny. Sunkern is the weakest Pokemon out there, unless they added a weaker one in Gen 8. But it's so weak, stat-wise. I want to say one of its abilities actually does damage to itself in the sunlight. There we go. Level 11. And my least favorite character, Jovi. Let's go in. We'll go there later. You know, I think actually the webcam's fine right there, all things considered. Jovi. Hopefully there's not too much of you in the future. I have a decent memory of the game, but not the best. Up to the next floor. Somehow we missed him, and back down we go. The snag machine is the main mechanic of this game, I should say. And this is why this is tied for my number one spot, or is my number one spot, and out of Pokemon, is a Shadow Pokemon. Because I like the concept so much. It's so much better than catch a random Pokemon and win the thing. It's like, well, I like this better. It has a meaning behind actually catching them. Got some Pokeballs. Come out here. And what do you know? What a coinkydink. Perfect timing. Wouldn't Pineco technically know self-destruct? Excuse me. One of the best Pokemon to start with. Eevee and Teddiursa. Also love the way that they did Shadow Pokemon like this instead of, like, you know, Pokemon Go. It made... I was happy when they announced that they were adding Shadow Pokemon to it. And then when I saw what they did, it made me very upset. It doesn't work. It left a bad taste in my mouth. Let's just turn the eyes red and put a blackness around them. And that's it. You purify it and their thing goes up a bit. No, that's not how it works, bub. And we got a Teddiursa. So when we snag a Pokemon, it joins our party, which is amazing. However, we do not want to evolve Teddiursa. We want to purify it, but not evolve it. Because Teddiursa is one of probably the best abilities you could have after purification. Actually, I don't think it... You know, I'd have to check, but I don't think ability works on Shadow Pokemon. A Shadow Pokemon's ability doesn't work. I think it has to be purified, because Teddiursa has a pickup. I did not read those text boxes, even though I should have. But if I remember correctly... That's so. Here we go. And there's one other thing I like about this game, which you're about to see. God damn it, it's Jovi. Forgot about her. Definitely been on the tired side today. Turning back and turning back a sleep schedule and whatnot doesn't usually work out the best. Can you give me something else? Or are you just gonna stop me? Okay. Excuse me. Crane memos are essentially the tutorials of the game. They're great for new timers, which I actually enjoy. Because that gives you an option, you know, to either be like, okay, this is how you play the game, and how everything works, or you can go into it like, just see what happens, essentially. And now we're at items galore. Items galore. Other thing I like about this game is there aren't any common names besides your mother. Excuse me. He's best guy. Gotta love old men, right? Because that's how that statement goes. Let's check this out. Yep, nature and everything is unknown until we purify it. That's the other thing that I like about Shadow Pokemon too, is that they have Shadow moves. Which depending on how you look at it, could be, you know, worth not doing anything. Here we go. Listen to him. This is the one and only time, to my knowledge, that you can get an Umbreon and an Espeon from a, I guess, shard. Technically is what it is. I could do Flareon, but it's useless. I'm gonna have an electric type Pokemon in the future. So we're going Vaporeon. Vaporeon is not bad at all. And while Jolteon is better when it comes to stats and everything, I'd rather have Vaporeon. There's no point in waiting. I also love the evolution stuff. Here we go. Little shiny particles and all. So I think the only downside to this game is you cannot get a shiny in this game. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but if you watch Chugga Conroy's playthrough of this game, he explains that, essentially, and I might be phrasing this incorrectly or getting it wrong, but it re-rolls, if you're supposed to get a shiny, from a shadow Pokemon, it re-rolls until it isn't a shiny. And when you purify, and if for whatever reason that fails, when you purify it, the purification has a chance of making it a shiny, but it's the same thing, it re-rolls. Until, well, you know, not a shiny. Now let's get this show on the road. And that guy's gonna be our end goal after everything. Go in here. What does this guy say? Ah, hinting towards a future area, I believe. I believe. I don't know why I'm so tired. Walk across. Do this. Actually, no. We'll do this. Come over here and battle you. Vaporeon and Teddiursa. Shadow Pokemon time. So, this is the main mechanic. If your opponent has two or more Pokemon on his team, excuse me, it will always be a double battle. And I love that. I love the fact that this game is double battle, double battle, double battle. It's so much better than a single battle for the sole reason that you actually have to put effort into thinking, what do I send out? What do I do? Where do I do this? Where do I do that? For now, these are team placeholders. I'm not going to be using either of them when it comes down to it, for the sole reason that Ursaring, well, he's not bad at all. Not my favorite. Teddiursa is just good for pickup until future notice. And then Ladybug because, well, Shadow Pokemon in experience. Because you'll find out very quickly from this game that it is super easy to be underleveled at the end. I think it was level 50s to 55s I was going against, and my highest level was 46 or something. Pokeballs, and we'll go in here. Go right here, and let's get some items. Perfect. The reason why I'm running up instead of taking the elevator, one, of course, is for items, and two, is because you can't actually use the elevator right now. It's at the top. Go up. Up we go. There we go. Was there an item up here? I don't remember. I want to say there's a person we can fight. I want to say we can fight her or him. No items, but what about you? Yep. If I remember correctly, this might actually be another shadow Pokemon. Which is the Poochyena, if I remember correctly. Yep. Poochyena. Let's go for a bite on the Zubat. And that's the other thing that I actually kind of like. The catch rates of shadow Pokemon is really high. Or if it's low, it's not hard to catch them essentially. It's super easy to catch them with the snag machine for the most part. You know, and of course, right when I say that, I don't catch it. But there we go. But essentially, try to hold. Later, towards the end, if you have an Ultra Ball, you essentially are good to go. Item, Pokeball, Poochyena, Teddiursa, Shadow Blitz won't do anything, really, in case this doesn't catch. There we go. One. Only one. Yeah, hardly any. Shadow Hold. I think the only downside, personally, is the fact that, you can't get Pokeballs at the start. And the whole thing behind it, which, if it hasn't been explained already, because I don't quite remember, is that wild Pokemon are essentially not a thing here. This land is devoid of wild Pokemon. Okay, and I'll explain this in a sec. But it's devoid of wild Pokemon, so they've had no reason for Pokeballs. But now wild Pokemon are starting to show up again. And because of that, trainers or people are starting to buy Pokeballs again. So they're taking it out of the storage rooms where it's covered in dust and everything. So, Fever Mode. When a Shadow Pokemon enters Fever Mode in Coliseum, I want to say it gave a critical rate up. Doesn't happen here. And also, what the fuck? Why is it having such a hard time? I've never had this issue before. But, in this, you just do damage to yourself. When you call to your Pokemon, normally, I want to say it raises accuracy. But if you call to it, um, just because, well, you need to, like that, like I did with Teddiursa, it brings its heart gauge down, technically. It just brings it further and further down. 1, 2, 3, there we go. But, and when the heart gauge reaches 0, or is just pure white, not filled up with the shadowy essence or whatnot, I think they say when it opens its heart, you can take it to an area and purify it. Perfect. Now we can take the elevator down. We got a shadow Pokemon. We got 3 shadow Pokemon total so far. Almost forgot about Teddiursa. Eevee got a level up. And everything else that's been happening. Let's go to the manor next. After this house. Perfect. No. Okay. Now it doesn't matter which way I go. Minko's house? Here we come. And of course, another fight with Chopin. Because who doesn't like fighting Chopin? Chopin? Yeah, Chopin. Chopin. Yeah, there's no A, so Chopin. Does he have 2 Pokemon this time? Yep. He has 2 of the weakest Pokemon. And depending on the levels, I don't think any of them can actually do any damage. Let's see here. Sunkern. Yeah, no. They're weak as all get out. I'll bite Sunkern. And once you get the gauges down low enough, like Teddiursa got Lick, but the shadow move, when we purify it, its shadow's moves will become normal moves. When the gauge gets low enough, we'll unlock this move. And yeah. And each time, when you purify them, they have, if I remember this correctly, if you purify them, they get a special move that's not normally in their moveset. Which more often than not is actually refresh or something like that. And later on it's something else, you know, with a bit more significance, but nothing like that at the start. Perfect. Excuse me. Probably won't do the stream that much longer after this part. Gonna end it fairly quickly since, sadly, I'm a bit on the tired side. But we're already at 40 minutes too. Alright, now we leave. And go back to Gation Port. show. Go ahead and go. Perfect. I should probably save the game soon now that I think about it. I'll do it after this section. In we go. There we go. Now we go back to the HQ lab. Get rid of Jovi. Here's some more crane memos. I don't remember how many there are in total, but throughout the game you get more and more. And it's funny, he's watching himself from the background. Now we'll go ahead and go up. Go in here. Here. Perfect. There we go. What is it? I always say a gate village. A gate, a got. Lily, are you sleeping? My cat's sleeping. She's sleeping with her eyes open right now. And it doesn't look comfy. I think she's getting a little too big for her little perch there. Might be time to see if I can find a replacement one that's a bit on the bigger side. With this, I'm going to go ahead and save. Oh, hey, I wasn't that far in my other save file. Good. I don't remember that. That's right, my buddy was playing it. Anyways, I hope you have all enjoyed. We didn't get quite an hour in today, but I got some things I got to take care of. So I hope to see you all again later.